Alright, I'm doing something today that I have never done before, and that is tearing down a brick chimney. Any chimney. I've never torn down a chimney before, and today we're doing that. Well, I'm doing that. So I put up a bunch of painter's tape because inside the chimney there's going to be a bunch of soot, and I'm guessing that that's going to get airborne, so I'm going to try to reduce the amount of dust and debris and nastiness all over things. I laid down plywood to cover the holes that I had made last video just a couple days ago, and then laid down the felt on top of that because it'll be easier to clean up, and I still want to use those pieces of plywood for something else. So let's get to work, and then after I get a ways through this, I'll come back and I'll tell you the backstory.
Why you look so sad? Come on now, mama, ain't nothing here so bad. You got fast cars, movie stars, party on down the street with Mary Jane, good cocaine, plenty down there again. You can double down, throw some dice, you can take off now, don't think twice, but hey, don't you wanna play? Baby, go on. Tell me where you wanna go. But baby, I don't work down there anymore. Don't you hesitate. Grab my hand, well we land. I got the champagne. We can knock it back. Get on track, jump on, ride this thing. Double down, roll the dice, take off now, don't think twice. Hey, don't you wanna play? Say hey, don't you wanna play?
All right, I got it down to about 6 feet tall. It's taken me 3 days to get to this point, and not because it's 3 days of full work, it's because there's always distractions that keep me from working on it for several hours at a time, so I'm just kind of chipping away, no pun intended, at this as I have time. But I do really want to have it taken down, and initially I did not want to take this down. I actually wanted to keep it up. So I thought it'd be cool to use it as like a feature for an accent wall or something. And to be a little bit more honest, I just didn't want to spend the time taking this thing down. I thought it was going to be a nasty, dirty, and difficult job. And it's really not. It's a lot cleaner than I anticipated. So I put up this painter's tape. I really thought there was going to be a bunch of soot and stuff. And the method that I'm using, which is just taking a hammer, and this tool, I found this somewhere on the property. I don't know if this is the right tool, but it's working out really well. Hold on to this, I hammer it, I can turn it around to get a different angle if I need to. I don't feel any vibrations in this hand because of this handle here. Wear gloves to just, you know, make it easy to grip the handle. And the method that I'm using is causing it to be not really that dirty. There are a few times that I used an angle grinder with a masonry wheel on it, and that created a bunch of dust. And that was when it was taller than the painter's plastic, so it really just kind of went all over. But I didn't do it that much, and it didn't make that big of a mess. So fair is fair. The reason we're taking it down mainly is because Katie wants it down. What's the saying? Happy wife, happy life. When I told her I really didn't want to do it, she's like, you know what, fine, just keep it up. She was okay with that. And then we were talking about it during one of our lives, and it came up again, and anyway, I just changed my mind, decided let's just go ahead and do it. So So I'm about halfway done with it. I'm really actually glad that I'm doing this because this really does serve no purpose. We can't use it. It's not constructed in a way that you can really use it as a chimney. And if we're going to put a wood-burning fire stove in the house, it's not going to be in the center of the house. It's going to be on an outside wall. Plus, this chimney didn't go through the roof anyway. It was capped off, not properly, but it's capped off, and a bunch of insulation was stuffed. You can see it here all throughout this. So getting that insulation out to be able to use it, it just wasn't going to work out. So I'm really glad we did it. It exposed an area where this thing met with the roof line, where there's some boards up on the roof line that are pretty rotted. They need to be replaced. So I'm glad we exposed that. One board has a bunch of mold on it, and I would have never seen that. So I'm really glad that I'm doing this. I wish I had a little bit more. I just wish it'd go a little bit faster in terms of being able to spend more time on it. But right now, Katie's out of town, dealing with everything on the homestead myself. Just, it is what it is, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get back at chipping at this thing. I'll show you in non-time-lapse mode what it's like, and we'll get this thing done, and then I can resume with the floor. Well, wow, I did it. The chimney's down. Wow. Okay, that was 4 days worth of work, not 4 full days worth of work. Oh, come on, storm, don't come in yet. I would have been able to do this faster had I gone out and either purchased or rented a like mini handheld like jackhammer. I think that would have created a pretty big mess though. So all in all, that's what I had to work with, and in the time frame that I had to work, I don't think I would have been able to fully utilize the handheld jackhammer because it took me 4 days and I would have probably just rented it for a day. Anyway, I'm really glad I got it done. Now there is the concrete pillar that it was resting on to figure out how much of that I need to chop down in order for the floor and the joists and stuff to go over on top of it. So still some work to do, but I'm super glad that thing is gone. What an ordeal. I'm really glad I got it done. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one when we start ripping up the flooring again, and I have some tactics that I think are 2 methods I'm going to try that will allow me, I think, to salvage the tongue and groove boards and not mess them up. And these were suggestions by you viewers, so I really appreciate that. And obviously I have some dogs. The dogs are underneath me fighting or playing. I have some cleanup to do, so I'm gonna go do that. We'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.